What's up, all you ugly bastards out there watching my video, wondering what the hell am I looking at? Well, I'm thinking the same thing about you. Just because I can't see you doesn't mean I don't know that you're there. And I know you bastards are just as ugly as I am, except I make this look good. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about looking good, and we're going to compare on one end the legend himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Mr. Johnny Sins, who is notorious for dipping his shaft into thousands of girls. Oh man, something a man could only dream of. And so, yeah, we're going to make a bit of a comparison here to see which one is more realistic and which one is probably better for you. And yeah, just pardon my English and the bars on my house, man. You don't understand the struggle, bro. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Alrighty. So what you're looking at here is one of the most physically, how do I say this? Physically gifted persons in the world of all time. Somebody that has been given genetics that we could only dream about. Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyways, this is him. What is this? Probably like 2015, something like that. He's aged pretty well, considering the fact that he's been destroying his body with all kinds of different genetic enhancing drugs. And by the way, alcohol is not a genetic enhancing drug. It is a DNA destroying drug. So make sure you don't do alcohol or any other drugs for that matter, except steroids. Steroids I do endorse. Just kidding. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do any drugs, not even steroids, man, because if you do, you might end up looking like this guy. Freaking jacked. And oh yeah, can get all the girls, even in old age, man. I think it was married. What was her name? Maria Shriver, I think. They divorced like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I'm thinking, dude, lady, you made it to his 70s and you're going to leave him now and take his money? Well, man, you should have just waited till he died. I mean, he's got what, 10, 20 years at the top. I mean, 10, 20 years tops before he croaks. Like, I don't know, man. Why do people get divorced in old age? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyways, yeah, this guy's a legend. Freaking Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Terminator 3. Oh, yeah. He is a jacked SOB. And if you guys want to be jacked like him, well, just like I said, work out and freaking take steroids. Because, I mean, to be honest, you're not going to get a physique like this unless you do some enhancement drugs. Maybe human growth hormone or what do you call it? Freaking steroids, any of that shit. But anyways, I think that's a bit too much, to be honest. I mean, most chicks are not going to be that freaking picky to where they're like, oh, you have to be jacked like him. You have to look like him in order for me to sleep with you. No, that's just like for your own personal amusement, I would say. And yeah, if that's the goal you want, go for it, man. But what I would suggest is more so along the lines of like Johnny Sins. Okay, Johnny Sins has a bit more of a natural look to him. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he's 100% natural. And he's in porn, man. So just think about it. This guy's been with like thousands of girls. And yeah, he's been a doctor before, an astronaut. He's done it all, man. By the way, his relationship with Kissa Sins, I think it was her name, ended. And I can see why. They had an open relationship, basically. Basically, he allowed her to sleep with other men. At first, I think it started out like with one-way monogamy, where he was able to like sleep with all the female performers and whatnot, but she was not allowed to sleep with other guys, which I could see that would probably work okay. Monogamy is best, but hey, okay, one-way monogamy, probably second best. And what happened was he ended up opening up the relationship on her end, so she was able to like go and like have sex with all these other male performers and whatnot. And yeah, it just fell apart because I think she was spotted somewhere in, I think, LA with one of the top male performers besides Johnny Sins. And it's like, yeah, dude, it's over. It's over, man. So if you find yourself in a situation like that, if she's got it, if the relationship is open on her end, it is bound to fail. I'm just going to tell you right now. So just be prepared for that. And yeah, just cut your losses, move on. Be like Johnny Sins, be like, see ya, bitch. I'm going to go have sex with other porn stars and yeah, look jacked, ripped, and all that stuff, and have a freaking badass bald head, and not worry about that stuff. But anyways, so this is good old Johnny Sins, man. He's a pretty nice guy, to be honest. If you watch his YouTube, he's got some really good advice, to be honest. He's not just like despicable. I mean, I don't know. I used to think people in porn are like sleazy until I met myself, and I was like, damn, I've outdone them all. And I'm not even in porn. Okay. But yeah, like he admits to his leg count. It's like over 1,500. But I think it's way more than that. Okay. So he says here, he's like, yeah, man, I've been with like 1,500 girls. Here, I'll let you hear it. Let's hear Johnny Sins. Hold on.
And I've done almost 1,000 scenes for them, but I've probably done another 1,000 for other companies. So I've probably done 2,000 scenes, but some of the girls are the same. So probably 1,500 girls.
I mean, he's being very, very generous here. Very humble with that number. Dude, TT Boy claims 10,000. Okay. If you don't know who that is, let me pull him up for you. He's like freaking Scarface. Let's see. TT Boy, 10,000. Come on now, YouTube. I don't want to deal with that. 1, 2, 3. All right. So TT Boy.
What are you doing today to change your mood?
Shut up. Get off my screen, you ad. TT Boy is basically the godfather of porn. Okay. Yeah, he's like literally Scarface here. I mean, he's like a mob boss. Okay. And yeah, he claims to have slept with over 10,000 women during his career. And that was a low ball number because why? Well, he was working 5 days a week. Okay. Shagging multiple women on any given day. I mean, if we look at Johnny here, okay, there's been interviews where he's talked to other performers, or excuse me, other performers have admitted to doing like, scenes with him, like, 2 guys and 3 girls or something like that. But not just like having a threesome or foursome. Dude, this guy has done like reverse gangbangs. Okay, we're talking like 10 women to one guy in one scene. That's just one. He's like, oh yeah, I've done like 1,000 scenes. All right, well, half those scenes have probably been with like 5, 10 girls at once. I mean, this guy's been with thousands of girls, and still somehow maintains some level of respect for himself. Unfortunately, yeah, I would say it's a tragic downfall for him that he let Kiss the Sins go do whatever she wanted, because, well, then again, I mean, it's not a loss for him. He could pretty much replace her with anybody he wants. But yeah, I would say this is not a tragic downfall of him. This is just somebody to emulate as far as, fitness goes, because the alternative would be to try to look like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger here. And I just don't think that's a realistic body to shoot for, to be honest. I mean, unless you have really good genetics, I don't know. I'm going to make the claim that he was on steroids. Okay, there's plenty of people have said he's on steroids. So I don't know, man. I just don't think without steroids, you're not going to get that kind of a build. So my opinion, you should probably go for the Johnny Sins look. That's just my opinion, man. Go for the look because it's more natural and freaking more realistic to attain. And yeah, It hasn't stopped him yet, man. I mean, look at this guy. Anyways, people are calling me. Don't want to talk right now. But anyways, yeah, has not stopped him yet, man. And he's not like incredibly huge. He's just kind of normal, low body fat. And that's the key, is like having a low body fat percentage, and then you can pretty much build muscle from that. So yeah, I mean, he's not jacked, but he's, you know, decent looking guy. So athletic build is best, man, because I feel like guys are very preoccupied with their looks. And yeah, just go for a simple build. It's just going to work for you better in the end, my opinion. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. I am BP signing out.